Hey, what's good? J Boogie in full effect mode. Bun down is the sound. You know how we do. This is, of course, the Lounge Presents podcast, and we are streaming live on Twitch. Obviously, as per every episode, everything is on demand via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Now, right about now, we have the pleasure of
Hmm.
welcoming back an individual that we had the pleasure and the honor of featuring when we did a nice little spotlight on Chicago. And one of the MCs that we were lucky enough to be able to interview was this man right here, none other than the one and only Rufus Sims.
How you doing, brother?
Hey,
How have you been, man?
hey, man, maintaining.
Maintaining. The same here, man. Just
Right?
maintaining.
How's the fam, dog?
The fam's good. Son's about to graduate high school. Uh,
Hey,
yeah, clap it up for
that's
him.
momentous. That's
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
great feeling.
That's a big moment. And then
Yeah.
right after that, we got a new baby on the way. Well, no,
Oh,
he's graduating from high school,
yeah.
and then daughter's graduating from kindergarten. And new
Nice.
baby on the way. So it's
New
all
baby on the
celebration.
way. Hey, congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it,
Hey,
man.
we gotta give it up with some horns. New baby on the way. How far along now?
7 months.
7 months. Okay,
So all
okay.
this is going down. He's finna graduate. She's finna graduate, and
Yeah.
and right after that, baby will be here.
I mean, the one good thing about having all these milestones so close to each other is, you can celebrate them together, no matter how
Yeah,
far into the future.
yeah. Pops got to dish out that bread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's definitely the hustle right there, yo.
that's
shout
the,
out
the,
to
the
shout out to all the rap dads out there that know.
yeah, for real.
So, yo, man, we've got this brand new record, right? This brand new record, Il Dirty Rufus. First of all,
Yeah,
salute
thank you,
Rufus Sims. You
thank
kilt
you.
on this joint, dog. You kilt.
I really
God
appreciate that,
damn.
man.
It's such an easy repeat listen, man.
Mm. I've been getting some good responses from it. I've been getting some really good responses. So,
That's
that's a
well deserved.
blessing.
That is well deserved. Not for real. What like I already hold you in high esteem when it comes to an MC and an MC that is able to deliver, you know, through their own vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
I
had
think
high
that's one of the most important
expectations.
things. That's being able
Yeah.
to your own vibes type of because it's almost like how a basketball player in the NBA has their own style of play
Yeah.
or how an actor has a certain like a lot of actors get typecasted, but they're really good at, what I'm saying, playing. Certain guys play gangsters all the time, but they're really good at it. So it's
Yep.
like, so I kind of look at music like that. It's like, what I'm saying, coming with your own vibe and just, building upon it and keep trying to keep growing.
Exactly. Exactly. Now the one thing that I appreciated that was further proof how you definitely moved to your own drums is you went with this record, Il Dirty Rufus. Because at first you're like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Okay, okay. But then you press play and you're like, yo, I get it. I get it. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's we and if Il was here, he shout out Il. Um, I don't know if people may have thought, we might have been trying to, duplicate what ODB and RZA did, but
Right.
that wasn't the case. They, what I'm
Not
saying,
at all. Not at
they're
all.
legends. It's what it's more about is just, having a style. I feel like my style doesn't have a father. It doesn't. It's very original. And sometimes I have the most fun making music when I'm able to do spontaneous type of things and off kilter
Say the word.
flows mixed in with So I'm just like, all right, we wanted to pay homage, but at the same time, we want to highlight that this is purely original,
Yep.
and we just coming with pure original vibes, original character, and it was the old dirty, so we like, you know what, we're gonna go ill dirty, and yeah,
Now, for real, you as well as Master Rail, y'all delivered on this joint. I can't, I can't stress that. This is a very dope record, straight up.
I really appreciate it, bro. That means the world to me.
Let me throw a line at you. Okay, this is off the first track. Everything I say on these tracks, I mean it. Misinterpret the meaning, you're gonna bring back the demon.
Mm.
Because when I heard that, it was like, is he alluding to the previous Weasel Sims persona? And so I had
Yeah,
to ask you that off top.
yeah, and you know what? It is the previous Weasel Sims persona, but it's at the same time, it's like the demon I was really referencing is like the person I used to be when I
Right,
was running around crazy.
right,
So it's just like
right.
so I want the listener to understand that I really come from a street struggle, and sometimes it can be
Yes.
very hard trying to just not just hard on me, but even hard on my family, because you know being outside in the streets, you get money a street way, and sometimes if
Yeah.
sometimes it might be faster or more than your average 9 to 5. So me, switching and trying to be this fully legit man, I kind of put myself in a box and hinder myself from being able to get certain opportunities. So sometimes it forces me to take what I can get, and I just have all these memories of being outside when it's time to rap. It's like they come flooding to me, and I try to tell many stories. But I want the listener to fully understand that, man, this is a life that I was really living,
Yeah.
and this is really who I am. And don't confuse me with some of these no disrespect, but don't confuse me with some of these guys who are just nice with the words, and they're just, living it. They're living out through their notepad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I took a lot of losses, to speak the way that I speak. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was jail time, whether it's being shot, whether it's losing friends, whether it's not fulfilling certain people, including my family's expectations. So I say that with passion. Like everything I say, I mean it. You know what I'm saying? And don't misinterpret that.
You can, for reference, you can always refer back to the first episode that we had with Rufus Sims. Just to go back a little bit, and you can
I
you
was
can
in
get a little
Vegas,
bit
right?
more. Yeah, you were you were in Vegas
Yeah.
in the hotel.
And on a hotel floor, I remember.
Yeah. I was like, oh man. If you'd rather not do this right now, I totally understand. You know what I'm saying?
It was like the most freest moment I was gonna have down there. And I
Yeah,
was a little
yeah.
buzzed. I'm like, let's get it.
There you go. There you go. Now, didn't you just have a listening party for El Dirty Rufus?
Yes, I did. I had it at
Say word.
Juggernaut clothing store. Shout out Juggernaut.
Did you perform some of the joints?
We played it. I kind of stood there. I kind of like I didn't perform it, but
You wanted to read the
me and
room.
yeah, and I was just kind of enjoying the moment. Like I finally get to just hear it straight through on some big speakers, and I
Yeah,
kind of was looking at people were vibing too, but I kind of was in my own world, and just sometimes people pull cameras out and I give them a few words, but it wasn't a performance, more like a listening party.
I hear that. I hear that. Now, is acting crazy? Is that the first single or is that the current single?
That's currently I actually was supposed to drop the video at 7. I'm gonna drop the video as soon as we get off this interview.
Hey,
So it's I say the first single was probably because sometimes I do drop singles for the project, but this show kid was acting crazy with me, man. It took me like I had to try like 12 times to get this project uploaded. Like
okay.
it was like a little pain. So
Mm,
once I got it done officially, I didn't even deal with the singles because they were really getting on my nerves with that. But I would say that probably the intro was kind of like the first single because when the project came out, we dropped the video that day and it
okay.
did well. So and then we dropped skirt 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 like a visualizer video. So I said that was
Yeah.
the one, and then we're finna come with the acting crazy today.
There you go. Yeah, I was wondering because I know Skirt came out first, so I wasn't sure. But then you were dropping a video with this. I was like, well, maybe this is going to be the first single because he's dropping a video with it too. So I wasn't sure which was the actual first single.
Yeah, but the day the project came out, I dropped the Fresh Fish with Juggernaut for the
Yeah,
first verse of the intro. So it was intros aren't typically singles, maybe, maybe not, I don't know, but I didn't I it was good. It performed good for me. Like the
there you
video
go.
and yeah, and I just think people liked it the whole clean up nice thing with the whole changing clothes in the store thing. Kind of
Yeah, yeah.
went yeah.
Now you had a couple of familiar people in that on that joint that are very close to you. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
Um a lot of my projects, at least like every other one or every other three, I like to just really incorporate a nice handful of the guys who I do a lot of music with, the Chicago guys, and we're like in a group chat together. So we're like cracking jokes and talking crazy every day. It's who's all in our chat? It's me, Vic Spencer, Fillmore Green, Jujilla, Panamera P, Jay Hayes, Kid Breeze. Um, I don't know if I left anyone out, but we just it's the
Sounds like
funniest
that sounds like everybody.
it's the funniest group chat ever, bro. Like it's very funny.
But it's dope to have that group chat because ideas are always flowing.
Oh yeah, we drop songs in there,
Yeah,
um, and we support each other a lot. It's not even a competitive thing. It's more like I think we realize that we all need each other and that we're
yeah,
and we go further together. So and it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people are starting to catch on to what's going on in Chicago lately. But
as
you
they
were like
should,
one of the
yo.
you were like one of the first ones, I believe that you know because that was this
I,
time last year we talked, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, it's really, I mean, straight up, it's kind of hard to ignore when you can see this almost this powerhouse movement, you know, in a metropolitan center that isn't LA, Atlanta, Houston, New
Mm,
York. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because as we alluded to when we had you on previously, it's not like Chicago has never been known for dope rap. It's just that there's been like just increments. It hasn't been a steady flow. It's been like
yeah.
boom and then pause and then boom and then pause.
And then
But
it's
now,
almost like some of the people that did have it, like the boom, it kind of goes mainstream.
yeah, yeah,
And then so it's never we haven't had I don't know if we really had that really consistent underground to really build it like you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Yeah.
And but look at when you look at what's happening now, especially with all y'all, and seeing like it's this, it's a palpable feeling. It's really hard to ignore. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And it
It
helps. I might add, it helps that the product is dope.
that always helps. That's
That
always
helps a lot. Okay.
a whole lot.
That's why it's really easy to get behind y'all and help y'all promote shit because, you know, you guys live up to the hype. Let's put it that way.
Trust me, bro. We all appreciate you, man. We just try to like everyone that's in that group chat. I kid you not. Everyone in that group chat has at least 5 projects to the side. Vic
I
just put up
believe
a
it.
post yesterday and said he got 18. I'm
I
I'm,
believe
I'm definitely in the teens. I don't know if it's 18. I'm in the teens for sure. But
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. But that's good.
and we
That's
try to
good you
stay each
guys are
other's
doing
way
that.
too. Like, oh, okay, I'm finna drop woo through woo through woo. Like I dropped. No one dropped around me. Like we try to give each other, even if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. We just try to it's bros time. It's bros 3 weeks or
Hmm.
his month, and so on and so forth.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because the one thing I could not detect, even though last year is the first time we'd actually all met. But after talking with everyone, I didn't detect any sort of ego driving what's happening here.
Man, I think we all come from having teams that kind of folded, or we had fallouts with our teams, or maybe things didn't
Mm,
move as fast as people may have, our teammates might have, previous teammates might have thought. At this
yeah,
point, we just really appreciate each other. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we respect each other's talent, work ethic, and we're all fully supporting each other. So it's just like a real high appreciation thing where we've become like a family, honestly.
no doubt, no doubt. And I mean, I mean, I basically, and I'm sure everyone that digs what you guys are doing expect each one of y'all to show up on each other's records, in various team ups and various collab. Like it's almost expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a couple because I might drop one more solo project this year, but I
Okay.
and then just drop a couple collabs. Like
Yeah.
I got a couple collabs with some of the guys, and I think I might just use that to some great collabs too, great projects, and just
There you
use
go.
that to build back anticipation for when I do a solo again.
There you go. Speaking of collabs, how did the joint with Bizarre come about?
So
The
Bizarre,
video that's coming out.
yeah, the video, man, video coming out. I was supposed to put it out yesterday, but we sat on today. So I say video coming out about 8 o'clock. But
It's all good. It's Friday. You're
it's
putting it on the
Friday. Yeah,
right
we
day.
outside. Weather isn't too bad. Bazaar just one day I looked at my inbox and Bazaar was in there like Rufus. With the question marks, and he was like, "Man, is that your government name?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my real name." Then he sent me like a Google and showed me that his name is like Rufus Johnson. So it was only right to have the other Rufus on Dirty Rufus. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yep. So then we just started chopping it up from there. You know, he would be sharing support, and I was doing the same with him. Then he asked me did I want to perform at his birthday show, and I said
Hey,
yeah. So I went down there, performed, killed it, made a lot of, and he like introduced me to everybody out there. I'm talking, Ty Ferris, Guilty Simpson, a lot of people that's doing their thing. So me and him
mhm,
stayed in contact. Why? You know what? Before I even went down there, though, no, yeah, before I even went down there, I had sent him a record because he was like, "We got to get something." I sent him 2 records, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get on that acting crazy." And then he sent his verse back. Then he invited me down there to do a show. I went and did it. And while I was down there, we shot the video. Then after that, we stayed in contact, kept sharing, supporting each other. Then he ended up, we came with the conclusion, let's do a Chicago to Detroit thing. So then I went back out there with Jujilla, Panamera P, Jay Hayes. I'm missing somebody. But me, I took Chicago back out there, and then about a month later they came back up here and performed here. He brought some him and about 5, 6 other Detroit artists.
dope.
We did a Chicago to Detroit thing, and
That's dope.
made us a couple dollars and kept it moving.
And those types of connections are important. You know what I mean? Getting the regional love. I mean, I think that's a given. Everyone wants to make sure you have a good foundation and a good base to build on. So when you're getting other markets, you know what I mean, into your cipher. I mean, that just helps.
Yeah,
Especially like you can book each other in each other's markets. Like it's a win-win,
it's a win-win, bro.
straight
And,
up.
and it's just like, okay, cool. You can't just build at home. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? No one's fan base, even if their biggest fan base is at home, no one's fan base is just at home. So you gotta, lock in with people from other places. And I feel like at this point, Detroit's like a second home.
Hey,
It's so many,
D,
man. I got songs with so many people from out there.
that's dope.
Shout out Bruiser Wolf, shout out Low Key, shout out Just One, Ty Ferris, Bizarre, of course, Mar. Man, I could name a lot of people. So it's a lot of love out there.
Well, you got Ty Ferris on Skirt Skirt Skirt.
Yes, sir.
Let me
But
ask you specifically about Skirt Skirt Skirt, because not only do you have Ty Ferris on there, you've got Ason Eastwood on there too.
yeah,
Salute to Ason.
salute to A son.
How did this joint come about? Because it's like three potent MCs
I
spitting game.
so I did a song with A son Eastwood some years back, and then everything went well. Then he was like, "Man, I like that song, man. We can get another one in." So I sent them I like had started skirt skirt skirt, and I had just kind of sent him the idea. He sent it back with his verse. He like just started rapping right where I left off. So I had that in the cut, and then one of the last features I got was Ty Ferris, and I'm just like, man, you trying to jump on this project? And then he was like, man, send me something. So I sent two records, and he hit me back like, hey man, I'm rocking with that skirt skirt, and he
Hey.
snapped. So yeah, just kind of like curating songs and just what I'm saying, things like that. I would try to send someone something that I think would be good for them,
Hmm.
but more than one option, give you two options. Choose one that you think, because I can hear you on both of these. So which one would you feel more
Right,
comfortable, or
right.
what's speaking to you more?
Speaking of Canadian connections, Ason is not the only Canadian rapper you've got on this record. You've got Danielson on here too.
Shout out
Hey,
He been doing his thing too.
how did that come about?
Um, my then manager, I think, was rotating with his manager or some type of
Mm,
way, but
mm.
he reached out to me like, "Hey man, I think I can get the song with Danielson," and I'm like, "Okay, well, see if he'll do a hook," and he did the hook, sent it back, and then me and Hayes, like he sent the hook first, and me and Hayes threw our verses on later. Of course
And
we sent him the beat, of course.
right, right. And y'all turned that one out, y'all.
And
Seriously.
thank you, bro.
Seriously. I'm saying like I can't say enough good things about this record. Like legit, it's such a dope record. The one the intro joint that you did, right?
Hmm.
Are those your daughters that you have on that?
Yes, sir.
Hey, did
Yeah.
so? How long did it take for you to convince them to do this, or were they 10 toes off top?
They were 10 toes off top.
Okay,
They're so active. They like to do things. So I'm just like, originally I had the song without their parts, but it was always in
right.
my head. It was like once I made it, down on dirty, we had to get to clean up. I just kept hearing this little part. Like I think I might have left. I heard it when I was in the studio, but I'm like, I was kind of rushing, trying to get as much done
Mm,
as possible. So I'm just like, no, I'm leaving how it is. But then when I'm riding home, I couldn't get out of my head the clean up nice. And I'm like, man. And I think so when I went back to the studio, I actually just did it myself.
yeah,
But I'm like, man, when I was doing it, I'm like, it'd be dope if I had like some kids, my daughter saying this part. So then, but once again, time scheduling. So I just laid it down. Then when I presented them the idea, they was like, they was definitely, well, they're 5 and 6. They was all the way with it. And I used to have my son. He used to have my tag when he was like that same age,
yeah, yeah.
and
Dope.
it's gonna be spooky. So I'm like, they can do it. So they kept asking me like, yeah, when we go to the studio, when we go to the studio, and I started letting them hear like the reference so they could be a little more ready.
Yeah,
And I just be like, come on guys, 1, 2, 3, clean up. I just be doing that at home. So when we got to the studio, it didn't even take that long. It probably took like 10 minutes altogether. I had I had them do it individually, and then Doc, the engineer, put it all together.
that's got to be a great feeling. Like this is on record forever. Like you've
Yeah,
got you've got you've got your children on this record with you, and as a parent, I look forward to hopefully working with my son on something one day. Do you know what I mean? Like to
yeah, that's
know you're able to do that. Like what can replace that feeling?
There's nothing that can replace that feeling.
I'm
When they left,
saying.
it was, I think it was Valentine's Day weekend. So I I had got them some Valentine's Day gifts, but um, I had one of their mom come pick them up, and
Mm,
after they did their part, and I think we might have we went somewhere else that day too. I went to two different studios and they were with me,
okay.
so I was like studio hopping, but one of the studios has like a big play area in the back, so they're playing. Then once they laid down the studio where they actually laid the vocals has like tons of instruments everywhere, so they're running around playing with the drums, playing with pianos. Then I had mom bring them some food. They ate, and then take them to Target to get some gifts for Valentine's Day. And before they left, they're like, "Dad, best day ever." Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Then I had them get dropped off at home while I finished the session.
Hell yeah. That's that, like I said, that nothing can replace that type of feeling.
Nothing to forget. And I'm pretty sure that's one of those moments that they probably will never forget. Like, they
Right?
can always remember. I'm actually dropping the part two video to clean up
Oh,
nice,
nice.
but it's like when I was in the studio with them doing that. Like,
Right.
so they're gonna be in the video.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Oh,
And they keep so now
I
they
envy
keep
you, man. I envy you, man.
they keep asking when's our video coming out? Like, just be
Right.
patient.
Nice.
Clean
There's
up now.
there's another joint you have, man, the features that you rocking on this record. You've got Fly Anakin on this too. How did that come about?
The same way, bro. A lot of these features, the Daniel Son, the A Son Eastwood, the Fly Anakin, they came when I was on house arrest. And I was on house arrest.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was on house arrest for 2 years. So
Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
really like, what I'm saying? I'm really just like just really seeing who's making noise in underground. I'm just reaching out. I'm just
Yeah.
reaching out. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the internet all day. Can't go nowhere. All I'm doing is rapping and on the net.
Mm-hmm.
I still have features from that time period that I haven't put out yet. Whether it be like I got another one with Eastwood. I got a couple with like Mickey Fax. I got some joints that we still gonna put out.
There you go. There you go.
We
I,
had a
I
song
had.
with Mickey Fax that we didn't put on the project, but we were going to put it on the project.
Mm, so that
But
could still come out.
it's
There
gonna
you
come out.
go. There you go. There you go. I had a question about the joint So Dirty. There's you have two other artists featured on there. There's Armani from the Shy,
Yep.
and was it Ms. Keisha? Was the other one?
Look, Keisha.
Lil Keisha. So who is who on that joint?
Look, Keisha's the girl. She's like the girl that's kind of responding to my verse,
Okay.
and then Armani is the guy singing the hook,
Okay. Okay.
harmonizing
First
the
of
hook.
all, salute Armani from the Shy.
He did his thing.
I had to mention it because I was like, "Yo, like someone is laying it down right about here." And I want to shout out, sorry, Little Keisha.
Look, Keisha,
I
yes.
want to shout out Keisha as well because it was nice to hear a balance on this record, and she helped provide that balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and I wanted her to speak from the girl's perspective because
Right?
you know we give one side of the story, so it's like I really love that the girl's perspective that came
Yeah.
from her, and I sent her that. That was our first time
She
doing a song
spit,
together.
yo.
She bodied it.
She spit. Salute. God
Salute, Lil
damn.
Keisha.
Now this record, it almost feels like this was kind of like a Pete Rock CL Smooth record
Mm.
because this synergy that you've got with Masterill, it comes across very well on record. How do you describe this relationship that you've got with Masterill?
Where Master Ill is not only one of my in-house producers that helps like craft my stuff, so he's basically a part of every project I do because his opinion. He's gonna even if he didn't make a beat on there, he's gonna be like, man, bro, woot, woot, woot. Then he's also my DJ, And just
Okay.
apart from that, he's just one of my biggest supporters, and he's like my brother, man. And
And
we been
he's not a yes man.
not at all.
He'll
Now
he'll tell you if you
he
need
has
to
his own
know.
opinion. We went back and forth with the order of this project. We
Okay.
had like 6 different. I'm like, no, I think we should pull. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's like, yeah, that's cool, but I think we should. I'm like, no, but see, this one needs to stay right there. So we probably need to come with the. And then we finally got it. I think we got it. I think we did it right.
Yeah, I think you did, yo. I
But man, shout
think you
out
did.
Il. That's Il is my brother from another. I appreciate him. I wouldn't even be able to have. I don't think my movement would be even the same without him. You know, I know it wouldn't be. He's made my
Say what?
live show so much better, and now this is the first project we done together. So it's just like, and for it to be received the way it has, and just like that, because he did I Am God's last project too.
Right.
Um,
City
and
of God.
I Am God's in our group chat too. But yeah, he did his last project. So it's like right now, Eel's in high demand on the hip hop scene in Chicago. It's like he almost just jumped the line per se.
Hey. Well, I know that you two have got a lot more records
Yeah, we're gonna drop a B
together.
side. He didn't gave me the beats like he gave me the beats for a B side, and
Okay.
it's crazy.
There you go. It this record just dropped, but before that, weren't you also like already in the midst of promoting Coke Raps too
Yeah,
with Jay
with
Hayes?
J-Hood, yeah,
You just on your hustle, yo.
yeah, man. I told you I'm loaded. So I try to keep the algorithm stimulated, and I'm trying my
For
best
real.
to get a budget out here, man,
Yeah, for
from a
real.
bigger entity or whatever, so or whatnot.
Definitely.
So basically, soon as you got this, your numbers go up and they peak, but then as soon as the numbers get to going down, I'm not just finna sit there and watch them go down. I'll
No,
take
no,
another
you got to
project,
move. Yeah,
drop again, shoot it back up.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
know that it's not a very conventional method, but it's my method, and it's been working for me. Uh,
Hey, that's all that matters.
Man, cause everything I've been dropping since I changed my name to Rufus has charted.
There
Coke
you go.
Raps charted like 59,
There you go.
and this charted at 55 or something like that.
There you go.
So I can actually see in real time the growth in certain things that's going on.
And that is very very key. Very very key. The algorithm is going to algorithm, but once you have been able to figure out how you can wade through the algorithm to get some decent numbers, I mean, yo, you've obviously figured it out for yourself, which isn't necessarily going to be the same for the next person either. But as long as you figured it out and you're able to dial in, that's really all that matters.
Yeah, and everything. I can't say everything works for everyone. We all got different approaches. And I just like some people tell me I meet people and they be like, "Oh man, you shouldn't drop again for a while. You're gonna oversaturate the market." And I be like, "So, would you suggest that the like, let's just say my Spotify numbers went up to, you know what I'm saying, 20,000, and it'll peak, and then at some point it's gonna go back down, but it'll settle at a higher spot than when it started."
Exactly.
But it's like, so what would you suggest? Would you like if I don't have the budget to push it in a traditional way, you know what I'm saying? What would you
Yep.
suggest? I just let the numbers go down, and it's
No.
because for me, it's not about someone hearing every song I make or every project. It's about you you can catch me in live time. You might catch me like some people are like, oh man, just a guy told me a couple days ago. I got up on they heard me on Vic Spencer's last project, and
Hmm.
then somebody told them, hey, go check out that Magic Johnson off Coke Raps. And they're like, man,
Hmm.
I love
Hmm.
Coke Raps. They didn't even know Ill Dirty was out. So I'm like, hey, I just dropped Ill Dirty. They get right back
Exactly.
they get right back at my inbox, like, hey, this Ill Dirty's crazy. And some people, when if you can impress them, they'll go down a rabbit hole. So it's not,
Exactly.
for me, it's just staying consistent and trying to make myself as most relevant as I can be year round.
Rufus, man, no lies told. That type of consistency is key because, as you mentioned, and I think some people need to, take in, is that the people that listen to you don't all come in at the same entry point.
Exactly.
And if you've got, different product out there, well, guess what? You're bringing in traffic on each different entry point.
Yep. So
There you go.
I really wanna I really want a website right now. I wanna be able to
Mm,
just, like, have a central,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, spot where I do giveaways, have my merch, exclusive
exactly.
music, and, to the point where it's cool, like, I'm happy that people, go on the DSPs and go down rabbit holes, or they might go on your IG page and just, go scroll all through it, but I wanna create this world, you know what I'm saying, this world for the fans, and that we can really build off, and I think that would be very beneficial for me. So I'm trying to do
Yes.
that like ASAP.
That I cannot stress how important that move is, and I look forward to seeing it up. But you're definitely on the right track with that. That
Don't
centralized location, don't sleep on it.
don't sleep on it, man.
Don't sleep on it, man. I want to thank you again for spending time with us in the lounge space, Rufus, because one, the music is dope to listen to, and from our first meeting, you like you a down cat. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. You too, likewise. I appreciate you having me, bro. I
Oh
appreciate
man.
you having just being a dope fan of hip hop, and just considering my art to be dope art. So I really rock with you,
Hey,
man. Anytime you need me, I'm there.
hey, and you know that's reciprocal, dog. You know that's reciprocal.
Yes.
The project is out now. Il Dirty Rufus. How can people listen and or buy it?
It's on all streaming platforms right now. Just type in "Ill Dirty Rufus." It's fully produced by Master Ill, my
Salute, Master
DJ.
Rail.
Yeah, Master Ill, aka Ill City. And man, yeah, shout out Ill, shout out Doc, my manager, Doc 007, who he just helps curates everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, he got all the Shade 4-5 and all the DJs playing
Yeah,
records. And
there
we
you go.
just got the clean version today, so hopefully we get a little bit more action. Um and yeah, man, I think we're uploading it on Bandcamp this weekend.
Sick.
And just be
Dope.
looking for that website, man. The website's coming. That's like a major
Hell
thing right
yeah. RufusSims.com. Let's go.
now. Let's go.
Thanks
Mike,
again, man.
yeah.
Enough respect. Always. And
Much
for
respect.
everyone, oh, definitely. For everyone, make sure you check out LJ Rufus. I can't stress it's a dope record. You want to get to it. Make sure you catch up with him on all socials as well. And what is your handle on all socials?
My handle is Rufus_Sims_now. That's
There you go.
RUFUS_SIMS_NOW.
Like that. Thank you again,
All
dog. Respect.